starring, amongst others, T.J. Miller, Anna Faris, James Corden, Patrick Stewart. Yeah, Patrick Stewart. He's in this. Sir Patrick Stewart. Sir Patrick Stewart is in this. Directed by Tony Leondis and screenplay, and there's three of them here. Tony Leondis, Eric Siegel, and Mike White. This is my review of the Emoji Movie.
Okay, son, what do we do after we go potty?
Should we wash our hands?
No. Okay, so a little bit of a backstory. The Emoji Movie's been out for a little while. I had no plans on watching it. I was going to check it out at some point before the end of the year, just because I felt pretty sure it was going to be on a worst movie list. So I did want to see it at some point by the end of the year. I say want to, I felt like I should. So yesterday I had a doctor's appointment, and I could fit in a couple of films either side of the doctor's appointment. So I thought, yeah, doctor's appointment, surgery's right by the cinema. See a couple of films, go to the doctor's in between, and then I remembered I'm also watching Terminator 2 in the evening, so I needed to kill 2 hours. There was only one movie that would kill 2 hours, or 90 minutes, 2 hours with trailers, and that was the Emoji Movie. So I went and watched it. I sat there and looked at the screen. There's crap was plastered across it. I sat there and listened to, I want to say, the script being read, but I think calling it a script is, it's kind of giving it a compliment that it doesn't deserve. Now look, it's kind of cool to hate on the Emoji Movie. Like, everybody has been slagging this movie off, and this isn't going to be a very long review because I don't have much more to say than's already been said already. But my God, what is this? Who thought this was a good idea? There were moments in this film, and there were kids around me in this film. Obviously, it's a kids' film, and they were bored, by the way. But there were moments where I just out loud went, fucking hell. To some discernible looks from parents. But it's justified. It's justified. Don't submit your children to a movie like this. Because despite being awful, it also gives terrible messages. Like, there's points in the movie where, early on, I can't remember who said it, it was somebody just making white noise, but somebody said along the lines of, words aren't important. We don't need words. We just need emojis. And then to back this up, they show people's text messages. Like the conversations that they're having with each other. And they show the emojis, but they don't even bother to put the words in. The words are replaced by dashes in the speech bubbles. What the fuck? I don't understand. I don't understand how this gets made. This is less of a review and more of me just... This is like cathartic. It's like I've endured this. So now I can vent. I can rant about it. So the cast are completely uninspired. T.J. Miller voices the main dude in this. I forget his name now. I've got it here. Gene. He voices Gene. He's a meh emoji, and he has meh parents. And his job's being meh. He's supposed to be meh and stand in a cube and get scanned being meh to be uploaded into a conversation should the owner of the phone, Alex, choose meh. He tries to be meh, but he's malfunctioned. And he can't be just meh. He has to show all these range of emotions, and it causes everything to break, and then Alex's phone starts acting weird as a result, and he tries to get it deleted, and they have to stop it, all while he's running away to try and find a way to fix him. So he is just meh. And along the way, look, there's going to be spoilers in this. Like, I don't care. If you're that bothered about spoilers for the Emoji Movie, stop watching. Right? So he doesn't get fixed, of course, because he learns and teaches everybody else that they can be whoever they want to be. And then they have a dance. They all have a big dance number at the end. I don't know why. This movie just misses the point on so many levels. Like, if they did this as a way of I don't think my mic just got in the shop there. I'm new to this, so I'm still holding the mic and trying to keep it out of view, but now I'm just showing you it. If they made this a satirical look at emojis and social media and how addicted we are to our smartphones, and made the message that perhaps we should go and talk to each other. Perhaps we shouldn't rely on all this technology all the time as much as we do. If it did that, it could at least get close to having some kind of point, like some kind of purpose. But it doesn't. Smartphones are cool, technology is cool, apps are great, emojis rule. That's what this movie is. That's its message. That's extremely depressing. It also doesn't make any sense. So the emojis, they have to be ready to pull off their emoji face when Alex selects them. But they also have to stick in that character throughout all of their time in Textopolis, I think it's called. It's where they live. Hopefully where they'll all die. But why do they have to stick? Why does meh have to stick to being meh when he's not being used as a meh that Alex wants to convey? If he's just sitting in his room, he can do whatever he wants, surely. I don't get it. Like a laughing emoji. He has to continue laughing even though he's just broken his arm or something. Why? He's not being scanned at that point. What? No thought has been put into this. No attempt to make anything even slightly clever. I can't believe this is a movie. I really, really can't. This is as bad as people say. It is. I watched Despicable Me 3 earlier in the year. I didn't enjoy that. I thought that was a bad movie. It's perfection compared to this shit. Like, kids were getting bored. The kids were sitting by the bars and they were swinging on the bars and crawling up and down the carpet between the seats just for anything to do. They probably found like a 7-year-old bit of popcorn under one of the chairs and thought, this is more interesting than watching the Emoji Movie. But this is the kind of world we live in now for films. Garbage like this gets made. And it just damages everyone that's in it. Like, I've lost a bit of respect for Patrick Stewart, and I love Patrick Stewart. Like, I can only assume for some reason he needed some money. Like, this must have just been an easy payday for him, because there is no way he read this script and thought, well, I'm a shit, but at least I've got a character arc. He hasn't. Jean has. Anna Faris's jailbreak character, she does. And I'm saying they're arcs, they're not. I'm even losing words. They're not thorough arcs, they're just the kind of arc you would expect. It goes from A to B to C in pretty much the way you think it would. They travel through apps. High Five, played by James Corden, and Anna Faris' jailbreak have to fly back and save Jean, and they do so on the Twitter bird. God! They ride from one place to the other on the waves of Spotify tunes. They go into Instagram photos. But it's not just the photo, it's everything surrounding it, which isn't how photos fucking work! And then Meh's dad, Mr. Meh, as him and his wife are leaving the photograph of Paris because they're in it trying to find Jean. I don't know why they'd want him. He says, we'll always have Paris, which doesn't make any sense for the scene at all. There's a famous line about Paris, and they're in Paris. Let's put it in there. Yeah, it doesn't really make any sense. I don't care. Put it in. This is what I want in this script. don't go and see the Emoji movies. Emoji movie. There's not more of them. The Emoji movie. Don't go and see it, guys. Don't buy it when it comes out. Don't see it for 20p or something, which is what it's going to be cost out in no less than a year, I think, once it's out. Don't think, my kids will want this as a cheap Christmas present. Don't submit them to it. It will dumb them down. Kids' movies can be better than this. Look at Pixar. Look at Disney. It's sort of the same, but you know what I mean? Just look at the actual kids' films that make an effort. This is laziness at its core, and I'm disappointed at everybody for being in it. And you know what else? I like James Corden. I don't ever want to hear his stupid, annoying voice ever again. I hate him now. I hope it passes. I enjoy watching The Late Late Show. Okay, we're changing the grades a little. We're not doing the letters anymore. We've decided to do an out of 10 grading system instead. The Emoji movie scores a 2 out of 10. The only reason it doesn't get a 1 is because it has a brief clip of that cat in the video. You know, the one with the owners tickle him and it goes... tickle, tickle, tickle. It has that in the movie. That made me smile. That made me happy. It was the only thing. That gets it a 2. Just because I love that video. Yeah, 2 out of 10, Emoji movie. Avoid it. Don't watch it. Don't even give it the time of day. Send hate mail to Sony for doing this. I'm going to have other reviews up over the next few days of better films that I've watched. So I've seen Detroit now, finally. I've seen Logan Lucky, American Made, Patty Cakes as well. So there's going to be reviews for all of these come up. I may also do one on the Terminator 2 3D 4K remaster that I watched yesterday, which looks amazing. So I may do a video on that one if I can think of anything really to say about Terminator that hasn't already been said. But until then, hit like, hit subscribe. I don't know if they're here. I'm just pointing for the sake of pointing. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.